All right, so got a little climbing job. Actually, we do have the lift, so, but I want to climb, so I'm going to do this half of the job, and the lift's going to take care of that dead cherry. Basically just a snag. And a couple little hackberry coming out. This shouldn't be too hard, but we got this low 8-inch limb, this cherry, obviously vinyl fence. So have to do some rigging here, and there's a couple dead limbs we're taking off the backside of this. Not the backside, but midway up and right here as well. So gonna get a line set. We're aiming for up in there, in that what is that, maple, or that's a cherry, and the cherry up high back up there, so maybe canopy anchor, I'm thinking. So yeah. All right, we had a double bag. Works just the same, I guess. I'm gonna attach this rope here in a second. You have that? Yeah, you do. Want to make sure I was taking the ball off the right throw line. Okay, you can go ahead and pull that out. Here's the throw ball then. Yeah. All right. All right, so we got the line set up there. As you can see, this limb grows pretty far out to the right, so I'm gonna canopy anchor off of that. It's because it's not pulling in compression, and it's right over this, so I mean it's a pretty big limb, but I'll be good. So little trick I like to do. Is let my tail end hover like that, and then I'll put a slip knot here around hip, chest height. Okay. And I pull my slip knot up all the way up to that anchor point. Okay. So the slip knot's at the anchor point. Now on my retrieval end, right at the same height I put the slip knot in, I'm going to do my alpine butterfly, or the cinching knot, or what's going to cinch on the climbing end up against the branch. Kind of hard to get this little grooves with gloves on. It's a quickie. Okay, I like setting up the Texas tug here, but I do have a soft 8 coming in the mail, so I'm looking forward to climbing with that. Okay. So now, the reason I pulled that slip knot up there is when I pull my climbing line down, that slip knot comes out. Okay? And so whenever you pull your canopy anchor or your alpine butterfly up there, there's a cool thing that happens here. And all it does is it just it takes the guesswork out of how much tail you want to use for your you have for your retrieval end. Right there. And so my retrieval end is within reach, so I can grab it and it's not dragging on the ground. And now I got max amount of rope to climb with. All right, we're gonna get up there. Weight test. Bounce. Feels good. Now, I haven't decided if I want to just go up and redirect my line over there or just maintain this tie-in point. I think it's going to be easier to redirect, put me in a better line. But the base of this thing is not very pretty. It's the only reason I hesitate. Hey, Dingle. If you tie a rigging line on, we can do what my original plan and slide everything out that way, and then we can maintain this as a rig point. You know what I mean? If I put a block up here and we put the rope, you can always take the rope out and tie it off at the base and then just use that as the speed line. And then when we get to these pieces, we can use that end as the rig to rig these limbs off of. Okay? That's what we're gonna do, folks. Oh, I have a block up here. Is it already tied on? Yeah. I'll take it. Rope. Hey, stand clear. I'm gonna cut this sprout here. Drop it. I'm gonna swing over to this then, just to let you know. I'm gonna need to get a hold of that rope. On your next trip out, there's a couple more slings inside my, you know where my rigging side is? Yeah. There's a couple more slings on one of the hooks. It's underneath my fiddle block. I don't have a chainsaw. I can pull it up right here. And then take that rope and just tie it off. You don't have to pull it hard though, because don't pull it hard. Just let me pull my saw up first before you tie that off there, Tommy.
Yeah.
All right, you want to walk it back towards like that rock underneath that windowsill then? Make sure he has enough slack before we cinch that up. All right, yeah, that looks good. You can tie it off now. You don't need to, because you guys are going to be pulling the other end. Perfect. You good then, Tommy? You good? Yep. Help him pull that tight. Good. Dude, so much poison on these. It's all mental though. I'm gonna snap cut this first. Just snap cut the rest or what? You want to get it over? I think I have one more sling on me. Boy, that one's stuck. That was a bad spot for me to put that.
You want these two back?
You think we can do the rest?
Probably.
I think it's working out great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take them. Huh?
I wouldn't go crazy. Just get to where I can.
I'm gonna get it like right here.
Yeah.
And if you need help, you can have two people pull. It's that change in elevation that helps us. Up there. Good? You got it? You want help? Pull it. Now we gotta go back up, we gotta get this one, and then we're gonna get this out. This hanging one is over the neighbor's side, so our client is in for what's on her side, so yeah. Kind of like that, using that like a shelf cut, like the crane. So I accidentally bumped my camera, or I thought I was recording and I wasn't. But we speed lined the top of that dead log out to the yard. Now it's just too low and far away to make it over the fence. So how we got to a tip tied scenario is I had someone untie the 1/2-inch line out of the porter rep that was at the base of the tree, that was at the other end of the speed line. That's what the guys were pulling on. In the end the guys were pulling on is now tied to the tip of this log. Good? Yep. Hold it. Don't let it. Don't lower it. Go. All right. Go ahead and lower it. Then so right here, I'm looking up into the tree and making sure the rigging line's not rubbing my climbing line as this piece is getting lowered down to the ground. We cut that from the ground then?
Yeah.
The 362 or something?
Yeah. Here's colors.
Thank you.
I didn't put a slip on.
You're good. Huh?
Oh, you want me to...
Hey, on your way back, can you bring a 362?
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
You got it? 362.
I'm gonna go up and get my redirect in the block, so I'll wait for this to come down. Not bad timing. I think Dane's done.
Is that all we're doing? I have to go back and fix that. I got that. No going here. We're gonna head out.
Okay.
You can have little cat.
All right. So they just ripped that final piece off, and then I'm coming up to get the block and my redirect. And then we'll pull the rope out, and clean up, and we're done. Perfect. Something I've been trying to make a habit out of is just taking a little bit of time to daisy chain my redirect slings just in the moment. It's helped a lot with just not being hung up on stuff, and it doesn't take that much longer. I used to not. I used to be in a rush. It would slow me down is what I thought, which it might slow down a little bit, but it doesn't slow you down any more than getting hung up would when you're way down or up. So yeah. Now the fun part, we get to go down and see what kind of mess we made. But there's a cool swing here I wanted to show you. Well, actually, holy cow, I just now seen this. This neighbor has a trampoline that's into the ground. That's pretty awesome. But I'm gonna try to swing out and land on that hackberry limb. Fail! Huh?
Good job, George. Up the jungle.
That was almost cool looking. All right, so we got that snag down. And then we got the little hackberry trees, the volunteer trees that she wanted out next to the fence. Then we got the 8-inch limb, and then we got that big dead piece that was sitting there. And then we got some dead that was up in this cherry here. That wraps up the job.